is Bezzecchi the closest rider in the VR46 Academy to Rossi? Reason why I said that, besides Mark Marquez, Bez is the only other rider in modern times to jump on a new bike, new factory team, and finish third in the championship. Mark did it last year with Grassini. Before that, it's been a while. I think Rossi was the first did it and won on the Yamaha way back when. Is he the closest thing to a Rossi, or in the making, I should say?
Yeah, I would possibly say in the making. Uh, there's still a lot of milestones to be completed, but Bezzecchi is no slouch. He has proven himself, and this year definitely got to tip the hat off to him because you had no real like teammate to lean on to get data from. It was basically you and your engineering, and it trickled down to the other riders on Aprilia. So and what he did was he got a couple poles and a lot of wins. He's seen his struggles in the beginning of the year, but he's definitely the closest I would say in the making to Rossi.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Lewis, on that? What Bez is doing? You were probably checking my numbers just to make sure what I'm saying is on point.
No, I'm not. I believe you. I think I think there's a lot of talent in the VR46 Academy overall. Like if you look at all the guys that are part of that program, there's a lot of talent there. I think this year Bezzecchi has shown that next step in the progression of a really good rider, from a really good rider to possibly a great rider. You know, he went from a competitive, super competitive bike from Ducati, took a big risk to go to Aprilia, even though it had shown some flashes of brilliance. It had never been a consistent race over race front runner. Asparagus had shown some flashes of brilliance here and there, but it wasn't ever a consistent thing. And Bezzecchi is somehow taking a bike that at the beginning of the year wasn't really working for him, adapted his riding style, worked with the team to make some changes to the bike. And at that certain point of the midway part of the season, like he really started coming out right before the midway part.
Right.
And just started building on that. And I think if he stays with Aprilia and they continue to evolve this package, I think going into next year, he's definitely got to be considered one of the favorites to win the championship. More so than I would say Martin right now, because Martin next year is starting like Bezzecchi started this year at the beginning of the year. Like next year is really his first year on the bike. Bezzecchi is his second year on the bike.
Right. I completely agree. Reese, man, welcome to the show, man. What's good, man?
What's going on, man? Nah, I thought I'd be parked by now with traffic, but I'm all good. What's going on?
I can't complain, man. I don't know how much of that you heard but I repeat it, is Bez the closest thing to a Rossi coming out of the VR46 Academy, being able to put jumping on a bike for the first year, be able to finish third in the championship. Marquez was the only other rider in modern time that was able to do that, switching manufacturers. And finishing third in the championship. Although Lewis, I think he can hear me. Mark had more points last year than Bez did this year. But what are your thoughts, Reese?
I mean, the part I heard from Lewis, I do agree with that. I do think that him jumping on that bike and he kind of came into his own after they started, gelling together and kind of matching up in the second half of the season. Because he really came on in the second half of the season real strong. So I think that was a good marriage right there. And I think if he stays with that package and he really goes forward with it, I really think that he can be a top contender next year. Being as far as with the VR46, I think he is one of the strongest coming out the way he has come along. So as far as like a Rossi, I mean, he's close. He's not gonna lie. He's damn near close. He's right there. I mean, we still got a good ways to go, but he has shown some talent on that bike. And just like, what Lewis said with Jorge, I mean, Jorge is pretty much starting from scratch. So he's got a long way to go to develop that bike for him and match it to his style of riding.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nice. That's what's up.